Welcome to Virtuous Wise. My name is Simone Johnson. I hope everyone's having a good morning. If you hear the birds chirping, I'm outside on the back porch, and they're pretty loud this morning. But I wanted to share with you. I'm currently reading this devotional that I got from church, the Liberty Christian Center. Whoop, whoop. Gave it to us for Mother's Day. And yesterday was day 3, and it's entitled Faith Laugh. And it's talk about how when the visitors came to Sarah and Abraham's house, how they said that I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a child. Genesis 8 and 18 and 10. And it just talk about how Sarah started laughing at the promise because she was like very old, probably like 80 or 90. Don't quote me on the age because I'm not exactly sure. So she was like, I can't have no baby right now. And you know us, old like that, I probably would say, I ain't having no baby. Um, I just want to share a quick testimony. When reading this, it allowed me to think about my own situation. So with Sarah, she wanted to have a child. With me, my husband and I have been trying for a year and a half um, before we had our son. And I was having dreams, I was having visions of us having a son. And so, with the desire that we had, we went through so much pregnancy tests in that year. Like, if I felt bad, I ran to the store to get a pregnancy test. And we could see how much, if we kept the receipts of how much we spent in pregnancy tests within a year and a half, you'll be like, oh my gosh, we should have cleaned them on our taxes. But anyways, um, kept trying. That happened, and I remember everybody was having babies. Everybody around me was having babies. Everybody in my family had a baby. My sister, my brother, my aunt. My brother was working on two, and I'm the oldest, and I already had one. So I was like, God, I know you showed me this, but at this point, I think I lacked faith in it because it wasn't going, the vision wasn't coming fast enough for one, and it wasn't going the way that I wanted to go. Everybody around me was getting pregnant, and I just felt, here I am married. I'm living right. We financially situated, and I can't have a baby, but these young girls out here popping them up like crazy. No offense to the young girls popping them out like crazy. I'm just sharing my story. And everybody in the family was having babies. I was genuinely happy for them, but I was asking God, okay, where's mine? You gave me the vision. Where's mine? I just felt like He wasn't moving fast enough. So my faith, I lacked faith. I lack faith in God. And oftentimes we do that. We'll have a vision for God, and God will tell us to do stuff. And then when it don't go the way that we want it to go, we our faith is gone. We tear off on a different direction because Lord, you tell me to do this, and you gave me the vision, but it ain't going the way I want to go. It ain't going peachy and creamy, so I ain't gonna do this no more. And when you do that, it sets you on a opposite path. It sets you down a wrong path because you lack your faith, and that's what the enemy want. Just because God give you a vision, don't mean that it's gonna come. Sometimes it comes right away. For us, it didn't come till a year later. So you just got to trust God through the process. God give you the vision right now so you can see that your promise is on the way. I am going to give you a child. But He also want to see, are you able to trust Him during the process? Things ain't always going to go the way that I want it to go. With this Virtuous Wives, if you want to be honest, it's been on my heart for a while. And I'm like, God, okay, I only got 27 followers. I'm posting, I'm sharing your word. Like, what's going on? Is this really what you want me to do? God confirm is really what I want you to do. But I want you to do it my way. You're trying to do it your way. I didn't give you this vision for you to do it your way. I gave you this vision so you can do it my way. You doing it your way. You doing it how you ever want to do it. You want to post whatever you want to post, and you're not confronting me. You're not coming to me. And I was like, okay, you're right, God. So I had to take a step back. Now, when God give me a vision to post or do a video, that's what I'm going to do. But I want to do it His way because His way is the right way. It's oftentimes if we just go and do God's way, we can cut out a lot of headache. We can cut out a lot of frustrations and pains, and we'll be cautious of the traps that the devil set. So if you want a house or if you want that car, trust in God. I want me a car right now that I've been looking at for months now. I know that it's coming because I trust God. But it's not even in material things. You gotta trust God with the little things. You gotta have faith. The enemy wants to steal your faith and decrease the lack of trust that you have in God because things are not going the way that you want them to go right now. For me, I'm learning to always see the good in every situation because there's somebody out there who has it worse than me. It's somebody out there who really cannot bear a child. Whereas God did bless us with a boy. And let me tell you, go back to that story for a minute. I made an appointment to the fertility doctor. I came home for the gym the day before. I still have the letter, kid you not. I said, okay, God, I'm gonna lay it at your feet. If it's a reason why you not allowing us to be parents right now, maybe we're not prepared. Maybe you still need to prepare us. And when the time is right, you will bless us with a child. So I was like, God, if it's in your will, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna just trust you on it, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I have the letter. I was bawling, crying, and it was a day where I fought till I couldn't fight no more. I did it on my own till I couldn't do it on my own. The more so I become weary, I became tired, and I had no other choice but to give it to God, because I wasn't at peace. I wasn't at peace. I was just always thinking about baby, 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 baby. So I had to give it to God. I wish I would have gave it to God sooner because I said, God, this is my last pregnancy test. If I'm not pregnant, I'm not gonna take no more until you have some type of sign and wonder to show me that I'm pregnant. I kid you not, I took the pregnancy test, Dollar Tree pregnancy test, and came back positive. I was so excited. Excited was where I ran around in that house. I did backflips. I did cartwheels. It was July 7th. I would not forget it. July 7th. I found out that I was pregnant. So I went outside. I said, Marcus, 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 I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. And he was like, okay, okay. I think he was in disbelief too because we've been trying so long. So he was like, okay, we got to go get a clear blue to tell you how much. Went to get a quick clear blue. I was 4 to 6 weeks pregnant. You talk about a happy soldier. I was so happy. I was so happy. I called Junior our miracle baby because we've been working on having a baby for so long, and he's finally here. And let me tell you, that boy is every spit image of us. God know what he been doing when he gave us Junior. I'm telling you, he's a bundle of joy. He is a blessing to our lives. We love him with all our hearts, and we strive every day to be best parents. We ain't perfect, but we strive every day to be best parents. But I share my story to say God sometimes gives you a vision. I know I get visions all the time, and he may show the visions right now, or he may wait. That vision might not come to pass 2 years later. I know with Sarah, she didn't have a baby, I believe, till 10 years later. Um, if I'm right on the years. So oftentimes you get a vision and it might not come right away. God just want to see if you will trust him during the process. I didn't have a baby. I saw the vision a year before I had the baby. God wanted me to know if you could trust me through the process. And that day when I gave everything up to him, he knew that I was trusting him in the process and not trusting myself. Oftentimes we trust ourselves to see what we could get done and what we could get accomplished. And it's not about us. We have to trust God. He knows, he already has our life planned out. So while we trying to figure it out, we could just give it to God to work it out. We will save ourselves less stress and harm. I know me, I recently started not worrying and not stressing. I have to give it to God because I'm a planner. Everything got to be planned out according to my visions, my dreams. No, I had to give it to God. Even with Virtuous Wives, it was a vision I had for a long time. And I'm like, oh God, I ain't really want to do that. God said, you got to do it. And I started, I'm like, okay, God, you tell me this is what you want me to do. I only got 27 followers. Trust me. You got to trust me. You doing it the way you want to do it. I didn't give you that vision for you to do it the way you wanted to do it. I gave you that vision to do it the way I tell you to do it. So when you tell me, when you do the vision the way that God wants you to do it, watch how it expands. Watch how it's a blessing to your life, not only to your life but to others, because you go through things in life to share it with others, to help the next person out. You don't go through stuff to hold on to it. So I ask you, are you trusting in yourself, or are you trusting in God? Because if you trust in yourself, you will get weary because you cannot do it. You will get stressed out. You're gonna get weak. But if you trust in God and give it to him sincerely, watch how he work it out. If you want that house, if you want that car, trust God. Trust God. Don't trust in your man. Don't trust in your money. Don't trust in your finances. Trust God. And that's not even with material things, just things that go through in our spiritual realm, and the things we go through every day. Trust God. You cannot do it without him. You cannot do it without him. And if you don't trust God, what's going to happen? You're going to continue to fight, fight, fight till you get where you can't do it no more. And then you have no choice but to give it to God. I'm trying to save you the extra step because I went through it a year and a half. Trusting in myself, trusting in my husband, trying to have a baby. Trust in God and save yourself a whole lot of trouble. I hope that this word helps you just as well as it helps me. If you have any comments or if you want to share anything, you're free to do so. Share your testimony and stories of how this story was related to you, or if you were Sarah. Sarah did have a son. His name was Isaac. And she laughed about the vision that came from the people. And God gave her the vision. God told her she was going to have a son. She laughed. And she did. So if you're having problems with fertility, you're having problems with getting pregnant, Sarah's almost 80, 90 years old. And if God bless her with a child, he'll bless you too. You just got to have faith and you got to have trust in God. I know everybody around you having babies. It's leap year. People popping them out like crazy. I'm like, okay, God, I'm good with Junior. Junior's a handful and a half. He like two kids in one. I'm good with Junior, but there's another wife out there who really want a baby, and there's someone who's desiring to be a mother. So I encourage you, trust in God. I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what people say. Trust in God. Have faith in God. I hope you guys have a good day. See you later.